I just want to encourage somebody today. I just want to encourage someone today as I glorify Jesus, man. I give him all the props for everything that I got today. You know, I did a reel on Facebook, man, and I just showed a bunch of different pictures of my life and what God has done in the last 14 years. And I just want to get on here and do a little video and share it with someone, encourage them today, because there's somebody out there today that thinks that they're at their wits' end. There's somebody out there today that looks so far ahead and sees so much that has to be done, that they look at their license and how it is to get their license, what it takes to get their license, to get insurance, and they look at the circumstance, they look at their circumstance, and they just get overwhelmed. And they think that they've burned so many bridges and it's going to take so far for them to get anywhere in life that they ain't never going to make it, and they try to give up, man. And that was me 14 years ago. 14 years ago, I had nothing. 14 years ago, I was not employable. I was not marriageable. I was not couldn't be a dad. You know, I had women that I would have kids with, or that would get pregnant, and they would get an abortion because they didn't want to have a kid with me. And I was good with it because I didn't want to have a kid that would get in the way of me doing what I want to do. And it just was a mess, man. I was a two-time felon with no education, with no education. You know, that was a dyslexic, that didn't know how to read, that never excelled in school or anything. And my life was in shambles, and I was hearing voices. The voices were in my head since I was a kid, but they were getting louder and louder, to the point they were telling me to kill myself, that I was no good, that I didn't want to go through another Thanksgiving. I didn't want to go. I was shameful, depressed, shame and guilt. Didn't want to go around family. Didn't even know family wanted me around. And I was just felt like a mess up, and I felt like the whole world knew that I was a mess up. And I didn't want to go through another Thanksgiving, Christmas, having to deal with it, and also never dealing with the death of my mom and my dad. There's so much to my story, and I don't got time for all of it, but I do got time to tell you that God changed everything, man. God changed everything in my life. He changed it all because I surrendered to him. And I really didn't even, you know, when all I said was sorry, and he saved me. But he knew that it was a genuine sorry. He knew the insides of my heart, just like he knew King David's heart. And he knew my sorry was a genuine sorry, and he gave me a chance, man. And I took that chance and I ran with it. And 14 years later, I do have a wife. I've been married to the same woman for 10 years. I have 2 beautiful children. I own my own business today, 14 years later. You know, I'm a pastor today. I've been able to come alongside people with my testimony and with my walk and walk other people through this journey. I've been able to marry my best friend, man, my brother. I've been able to watch a man that came up alongside of me, that I was able to disciple. I was able to marry him because I'm a pastor. I was able to marry him today. I'm able to watch him sign a lease and sign a contract for his own home today, just like I did. To watch the steps in somebody else's life the same way. So it's not just me. It's not like one unique story. I'm watching. I'm holding hands and watching my brother. I'm able to do it with somebody else. I'm able to help somebody else do that. But the key is we got to surrender, and we just got to listen, and we just got to just follow the ones that are above, that are above us. And when I say above us, not like they're better than us, but that have gone through it already, that have already gone through a lot of the experiences. So they're going to give us their wisdom and guidance, and say, here, hold my hand as I follow me as I follow Christ, like Paul says in Corinthians. You know what I mean? So, like we've been on this path. So just come follow us. Just listen, man. And just all you gotta do is listen. All you gotta do is follow. So it can happen for any one of us. It's out there for us, man. It's out there. I could sit here for hours and tell you about my story and how broken I was and how beat I was. And I'm telling you right now, your story is no more unique than my story. And my story is no unique than the guys that were before me. If it has a name, it's been done. And listen, God heals But we have to listen. We have to pick our mat up. We have to have faith. We have to have trust. And we just got to do it one day at a time, one step at a time, one situation at a time. You know, just praying to him daily, seeking him daily, and doing this thing on a daily basis, man. Not trying to do it our way or half-hearted or anything like that. Just moving forward. And just listening to the brothers that are there that God has put in place for you to lean on, to share with, and all that, man. It's a powerful thing, man. 14 years later, here I am, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to seen all the things I've seen, to gone all the places I've gone. It's like a dream, and you wouldn't even believe it. And all I had to do was surrender, pick up my mat, and follow. And that's it, man. So I salute everybody. I'm praying for you. Know that God has got you. You can do this, man.